Yo, what's up, guys? Got my cat over here trying to be in the frame. I want to make this as quick for everybody and for myself. The FBI came to my house today. I woke up at like 8:30 Eastern time. I uploaded two videos to my channel that I was hanging on to because I didn't get a chance to edit them until a few days ago. And as soon as I uploaded the second video, I heard knocking at my door. And usually, if I'm not expecting somebody, I'll bring a camera to the door with me because of previous incidents with Sergeant Gillikin of the Gibbstown Police Department, Greenwich Police Department in Gibbstown, and that's on my channel too. But for some reason, I wasn't thinking, and I thought I'm expecting like a lot of packages like this week and next week, and um, also, there's like little kids around here that always knock on your door and see if they can do something around the house for money and shit. So, I don't know, I wasn't thinking. I came up to the window to see who it was at my door, and I just veered through the shade. I didn't touch it to make any movement of the shade. And so I look out. It looks like a cop. You can just tell. Everybody can just tell a cop from a mile away. And he has this little lady. She looks like a detective as well. So they're knocking on my door, and I'm like, maybe they'll just go away. And then the dude starts banging on my window, the same window with the curtains that I was veering from. He wasn't looking at me where I was, so he didn't see me looking at him. He was just banging on the window. At that point, I got upset, and I was like, hey, what the F are you doing, bro? Like, you don't do that. You don't bang on people's windows. Who are you? And he was like, I'm Detective Sullivan from the FBI. Are you so-and-so? I need to talk to you. I have questions for you. So I'm a man. A lot of people are going to say never open your door for a cop, especially not while recording, and which was a big mistake. I wanted to capture him banging on my window on camera, and I'm so upset about that. So anyway, I open the door up, and he goes, "Look, you're not in any trouble. Um, everything you've done is fine." I said, "Look, I don't," because I came out. I said, "Look, I don't break any laws. I don't know what the hell you want from me." And then he's like, "You're good, right?" He's like, "We just come in here to do our due diligence and figure out a few things and see if everything's okay." And I was like, "All right, well, I'm gonna go grab my camera and I'm gonna record this if you're gonna interact with me on my porch." So he's like, "Well, if you go grab your camera to record us, we're not gonna talk to you. Like I said, you didn't do anything wrong. We're just here to follow up." Now, at that point, like I have a choice to make. Do I go? I'm thinking. I paused. I thought, all right, do I go grab my camera and then follow them off my property and down the sidewalk and belittle? Oh, here's another thing. They parked around the corner. They parked around the corner like it was an audit, right? So anyway, I had a choice to make. Either just berate them and say, hey, look, you have no reason to be here. You already admitted I didn't do anything wrong. So why are you coming all the way from Trenton, all the way from the capital of the state to come down to my house to go talk to me with your FBI, your Homeland Security detectives, right? And I could have just, cussed them out and said, get the hell out of here. I didn't do nothing wrong. You already admitted it, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't. So I thought, I was curious. I was like, all right, well, if it takes me not to record you to talk, I'm curious because you came all the way out here to see me, and I want to know what it is, right? So they said, look, we saw the video of you at the refinery, blah, 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 and they're like, you did nothing wrong, But you mentioned the Department of Homeland Security memo in the video, and I have a copy of it, and I just want to point out something to you on it. And so he said, here, I'm going to flip the camera so you guys can see. All right, so he opens up his little, like, fancy leather, like, file holder book thingy, right? And he's like, I got it right here, blah, blah, blah. And he's pointing shit out to me, haha. And he's like, and I'm like, yeah, like, when we're done here, can you give me this? Because I want to take a look at what you're saying. He was pointing somewhere in here, interiors, exteriors, blah, 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 like, prohibited, something. So, this is like, I guess, I don't know if this is how they actually did it, but this is their copy of it. It says March 30, 2018, and it's a revised edition of the 2010, right? So here in the dissemination list that they have, there's one crossed out. It's just black with a red cross through it. I don't know what exactly that means, but I kind of figure if it's red with a red cross through it, it's like strictly crossed out, right? One would only assume, right? So I didn't notice that while he was here. So because I really didn't want to look at anything he had to show me, and then but I did want it after he left, and then so my only defense against whatever he was saying was, hey man, I'll ride with the thousands of lawyers that Google has, because they've been doing street maps forever, and they go around and they go past that place once or twice a year, and they update it all the time, and they take pictures of the whole space from public, and they also take satellite photo from public airspace. So so I said I'll ride with their lawyers any day, because I'm sure they didn't just say, hey, street maps is a good idea, let's just do it, who cares if it's legal. So and that was pretty much how I explained it to them, and they started to soften up, and they understood what I was saying, and they were saying, hey, well, like, look, like what I said, wasn't, I'm not saying you did anything illegal. I'm just saying be careful, is what he was trying to say, right? Because you can get hemmed up or some shit, right? I was like, no. So I asked them both for their cards, but he wouldn't give me his card when I was with him. He said, oh, I left him in the office. He said he was Detective Sullivan. And I come to find out, I have a message from Detective Sullivan at my home residence phone number. So, like, somehow all these people are looking me up, taking my home residence phone number, calling me. I can't get a clear shot on this. There it is. Look. So this woman gave me her card. She's from New Jersey Office of Homeland Security and Preparedness. The guy, Detective Sullivan, he said his title was FBI. He said, I'm Detective Sullivan from FBI, right? So I figure like New Jersey's task force for FBI or something. I tried to search him up because he wouldn't give me his first name, and I found a guy. I found a guy named William Sullivan. A lot of them come up as Joseph Sullivan, FBI, but he's not. I don't think he's New Jersey. He's just, I guess, somebody that did a lot of stuff for the FBI, and he's got a lot of like search results for him. But I came across like William Sullivan, and if anybody can bring up or find a photo of this guy so I can identify if it is William Sullivan, because I am gonna go and now I have to file a whole bunch of public records requests because this is getting deep. But yo, this shit just started a whole shitstorm of activism right here. Detective Sullivan, then trying to come here and say, oh, you were wrong about U.S. Homeland Security. He didn't even freaking know. He didn't even look at that. He didn't look at it, right? So, and it all stems from Sergeant Gillikin in Gibbstown, Greenwich Township Police Department in Gibbstown, New Jersey. Sergeant Ryan Gillikin. This guy is a very bad man, yo. I looked up his misconduct record, man, and in some of the cases that he got away with. I mean, he beat him. So I don't know if I can necessarily talk about him, but some of the things that he did to victims of like car stops and stuff. He used to be a police chief, and now he's a sergeant. Like, he dropped so much down from a police chief in one town to a sergeant. So, like, look, dude, you're going to give everybody my information, Ryan Gillikin, Gilliken. I'm coming after you, dude. You just started a shitstorm of activism. I will be outside of that station demanding you talk to me, demanding you answer questions. I want to know why you sent a guy to my house to take away. Let me flip this around. Ryan Gillikin, this all started because of you, because you want to be a dirty cop. I'm going to come. You just started a whole shit show of activism. I'm going to come there with questions every day. I'm going to bring the camera. I'm going to bring signs. I'll be out on the sidewalk. I'll be letting people know about you. Dude, I have so many questions I should have asked you at the refinery. I beat my head over it all the time. Why did you send a cop to my house? Why did you tell him to try to get a complaint form back that you knew it was about you? That you knew it was about you. And then you're like, oh yeah, now I know where he lives. He's gonna be scared. And then now I have the FBI coming to my house and the Homeland Security, of preparedness and stuff for New Jersey coming to my house because of you, because of you. And now you just started a whole shit show of activism. I'm coming. People are gonna know about you, Ryan Gillikin. All right, guys, I'm out, man.